And now we're entering the dream within the dream. So, Canto 2. 1. I fell toward the misty atmosphere and turned to see Taurus in my view. I saw a face in pain and most sincere, the Pleiades his crown of thorns anew. A rainbow flamed upon his body dew. Elnath had pinned his right hand to the cross. The other bled where Cetus Mencar spewed. Mintaka bound his feet against the cross. The flaming colors burned flesh back to Logos. Two. A shadow sped across the empty void, with blackened wings from grief and anger fed. The loving hope of man is now destroyed. The one who loved them most has died and bled. So count yourself among the living dead. It was my angel come to catch my fall. I listened close to everything she said. I hoped this man would hear me in my call and rescue me from every broken law. 3. We descended to a desert near a wall of sandstone blocks built near a precipice. The wall was nearly built and 4 feet tall. The cornerstone was missing from its place. The owner came to meet us with all grace. The angel hailed him with a fine salute. His smile was sweet, a tear ran down his face. At their embrace, I watched and stood there mute. She introduced me as a man in good repute. 4. I bowed before the honored one in awe, a gray-haired man with little time to spare. He touched my head. I felt a hatred thaw. He looked up, then borne upon the air, a sandstone rock came flying, slow and fair. From some unknown hand it had been thrown and landed near the empty corner square. The dusty yellow sand, to breezes blown, gave tender whispers of a truth now known. 5. The master bade me go into his hall to visit with the servants while I rest. His business would detain him at the wall. I walked within the courtyard as a guest. Its glittered sands with lilies white were dressed, and walking with such creatures of the air, among their graceful movements being pressed, relieved my spirit of its dark despair. I full rejoiced to see this desert city fair. 6. Within the hall the angels fed me food, to lighten any heart whichever smiled. The honey-roasted locusts tasted good, but manna was the staple for the mild. They sang with pain of godly folk exiled to prisons that can quench the hardest fight. But ancient days, which erstwhile were defiled, shone brightly in their eyes as if their sight had never left that holy time of right. 7. After we had eaten to our fill, the angel said, "A lesson you must learn, to calm your heart and fill you with goodwill, but then unto your home you must return." She took me to a chamber to discern the book of Acts from people of the time. A modest room which senators would spurn was home to people gathered in sublime instruction of a truth which then was crime. 7. These humble folk, dressed in their garments old, with covered heads and honest happy eyes, sat silent as they heard the story told of miracles unthought and martyr sighs, of prison gates sprung open against the lies of tyranny and naked human will, which carves apart the world and muffles cries, as soldiers tried young Stephen's soul to still. His face grew bright to leave this world of ill. 9. I woke to see the night's scarred face shining through the skylight overhead. Orion tossed his darts about the place. Their shafts of light fell blue upon my bed. Across the sky lurked Scorpius, blood red. I thought of how a turtle formed the belt of stars for the Mayans' god of maize who bled. His grieving sons upon the turtle knelt. He rose up through the shell. I wondered how he felt. 10. Or the cloud-walled teepee seen in Black Elk's youth, its panels stitched with lightning and its flaming rainbow door, a holy shrine of truth. Its 49 sacred horses running upon a flaming river's blue man, burning the land with drought. Against his fear they rained, and pierced his heart with feathered shaft of lightning. The body that they found when fires waned was a small blue turtle, happy to have feigned. 11. I remembered the Lamb before the 7 spirits' throne, with 7 eyes and 7 horns and rainbow-colored fleece, whose time is near to death, in thought of earth, whose seas forlorn of life, whose 7 lands grown bullet-worn, save but one, which cries for all the rest. With silent hope, a new day will be born. How soon will be that hoped-for day of rest? How long before the sins are paid and faithful ones are blessed? And that is the desert city. So, thank you.